Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In this particular video, we are going to talk about a very solid plan for your next 30 days. Possibly this could be the most important 30 days before your CSIR NET exam. So we are going to talk about RTP plan for CSIR NET exam. And this R stands for revise, T is for test series and P is for practice and plan. I'll be talking about everything which you need to do or how to do this to make it more effective within these last 30 days. So you must have prepared a lot of things or you must have covered a lot of syllabus for your CSIR NET exam. But now is the time, like the last 30 days are not just to keep on studying new and new things. Okay, I would highly recommend you to stop studying new things, or if you want to study new things, like decrease the level or decrease the percentage of that. Instead of that, now is the time to revise the things. Okay, so we'll be talking about revise, how to revise the things. Okay, so you have to make a hold of things, okay, because you have studied, but it won't matter how much you have studied if you don't remember them, if you don't revise them, and if it does not click during the exam time. So to retain things, memory works like that. Okay, if you just study it once, it is not going to stay in your mind. You have to keep revising it, and you have to revise it in a cyclic manner, in a periodic manner, to make your mind, or to tell your mind that this is important and I need to remember it. Okay, be it some formula related to like physical chemistry, be it some technique or some term which you have studied in like say inorganic chemistry. You have studied like something from bioinorganic chemistry and you need to memorize it, you need to remember it. So you have to keep reminding yourself after every few days or after every cyclic manner so that your mind remembers that thing. Okay, so effective revision could be done in a way that you should utilize at least 40% of your time when you are preparing, or when whatever time you are utilizing in the last 30 days, utilize 40% of that time in revision. Revise whatever you have studied. Initially, that gap should be less, and with time you can increase that gap. For example, initially you have studied, let's say today something, you should revise it by the end of the day. Okay, so morning you have studied something, revise in the night also before going to sleep, so your mind will remember that. Okay, then revise after 2 days. So after 2 days are passed, revise that again. Now you do not have to open the book and revise. You can also memorize, or you can also revise in your mind also. Okay, that what was this after that, or what was the formula for this. You can revise in your mind as well. So yeah, after 2 days and then after a week. So if you do this, your mind will keep it, or you will memorize it for longer time, at least till the exam. Okay, so your everything needs to be taken care till exam. Okay, that's our target. So cyclic revision or periodic revision is a smart technique, or it's actually science. Okay, that's how our memory, that's how our like mind works. And with age, because all of you are in a like 22, 23 or plus more than that age, so in this particular age your mind like it, the capacity to hold things or to remember things decreases. Okay, and it will happen with age. More, the more your age will increase, the less your mind will be able to retain, because it will focus on more important things. Okay, so you have to keep reminding your mind that this is important and I need to remember this normality or whatever formula is for my exam. Okay, so this is first thing which you need to do in the next 30 days, that is revise, and that too in a cyclic and periodic manner. Okay, now the second thing is test. Okay, or test series. Basically, test series are very important. If you are going for a CSIR NET exam without giving any test series, you will be going with a blindfolded, like you will be like sitting in the exam in a blindfolded manner, because you are not aware about how the exam will be or what type of pressure will be. So all these things like panicking in exam, or not knowing about calculator, or not knowing about these things, these only comes if you have not given test series or not been able to utilize your 3 hours. All these problem which generally students like face, these are because they have not given enough test series. So you should at least give, like, try to give a test series, two test series every week. Okay, so every week two test series, that means total like you should give like 8 to 10 test series, and not only of from one source, but try to like multiply your source, increase the number of sources from where you are giving test series. Now talking about test series, we have also launched our test series for CSIR NET exam. This include 4 full-length test series, and in these test series you are going to find questions which are totally new. They are not asked in previous year, but these are like new questions from CSIR point of view. The interface of the test is being taken care of from the CSIR point of view, so it's entirely similar to what you get in CSIR. You will get questions on one side, then you will get a question panel on the other side. 4 options. You will also get calculator. And not only that, once you finish our test series, you will get a detailed analysis of that, how many questions you have done correctly, what was your accuracy, what was your time, every detail you are going to get. And that too, you are going to get access to give this test 4 times. Like every test you can give 4 times. So 4 test series, 4 times attempt you can give per test series, and it is available on our app. The link is there in the description of this video. If you want, you can purchase this test series. Okay, after this test you will also get solution of that, not in the form of video solution but in the form of written solution. Okay, so you will get that. Now getting back to the test thing, how to utilize your test. Okay, so after giving the test, you have to analyze your response, or analyze your score, or analyze what you have done. Okay, you have to differentiate your problems or your things or whatever mistakes you are doing in conceptual and silly mistakes. So what conceptual mistakes you are doing and what silly mistakes you are doing, so you will understand about yourself. If you see that you are doing silly mistake in a certain topic, so why you are doing that silly mistake, you have to ask yourself. Okay, and you have to work upon it so that next in the next test series it should not happen. And with time you will see yourself that when you will sit in the final exam, you will be so much prepared that you will not be doing those silly mistakes. Okay, then if you are doing some conceptual mistake, that means you are lacking like command over that concept. Let's say a question is asked from Tanabe-Sugano diagram and you don't know about it, or you are not able to solve it. So that means you have to study that. Okay, you need to prepare that, or you need to study that. So what you have to do now, look on YouTube, search for video related to that, watch a video and understand that concept. Okay, that is the fastest way to understand and to grab or fill that gap. Okay, so try to work upon your conceptual mistakes and try to see what silly mistakes you are doing. And that's how you are going to utilize your test series in the best effective manner. Okay. Now let's talk about the third thing, which is P. P means practice and plan. Now here we'll be talking about two things. Practice, as I said, you are already practicing using test series, but along with that, previous year's questions are also important. So you should practice questions from previous year's question. Now we have already launched our ebook. In case if you want to buy that, link is there in the description of this video. That ebook contains questions from previous years, starting from June 2011 till CSIR December 2024. So you will get questions topic wise separated with detailed solutions. So if you want and want to practice from our ebook, these have been very effective. A lot of students have got a lot of good response from good, like a lot of students in past. So in case if you want to buy, you can purchase that. But what about plan? Okay, so planning means now what you are going to do is you are planning along with the test series, you are planning how you are going to get the exam, like the final exam. You might be having a lot of strategies in mind that, okay, when in the exam, I will try to do part A first, then part C, and then part B, or whatever you have thought. You might have thought that, okay, I want to do part C first, then part B and part A, or I want to give this much hour of my time to part C, or I want to do this thing in part A, whatever strategy you might have heard in on YouTube by someone, or if you have made your own strategy, now is the time when you can practice and plan that. Okay, so while giving these test series, not only looking upon or analyzing your silly mistakes and conceptual mistake, but also you can give these test series with your plan. With every test series, try a new strategy, try a new plan, whatever plan you have, and see which works best for you. Okay, try to see in which plan you are able to finish the exam in 3 hours. Try to see in which plan you are doing like your flow is good. Try to see in which plan your mind is more fresh in doing next question. So all these things you can try while giving this test series, and this is very important. Although it looks like these things looks like very common or very normal, but if you practice it sincerely, definitely I can say you will tell me after the exam that, sir, this has worked for me. And in past, a lot of students have actually told me this. Okay, I have not made a video in this manner, but I have made a separate video in on how to utilize test series and all. But yeah, the message is same, that you have to plan your strategy and you have to test your strategy while giving this test series. So give as many test series as possible and try to utilize your different strategies, different plan uh, during these test series. Okay, and of course practice is important. You will be practicing, you will get to know which portion need to work upon more. So all these combination of these three things, revision, test series, practice and plan, these three things are the most important things which you need to do in next 30 days. And if you keep on doing this for next, let's say 15 or 20 days, you will see improvement in your own performance during test series. And I'll be talking about more in the coming days, like how you can utilize it in even better way, how you can make it more sharper for the coming exam. And yeah, that's it from my side for this particular video. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to convey this message so that it reaches maximum people. uh, if this video has reached to you, it might have reached because it is needed to be heard from you. And okay, and you need to practice and you need to try all these things in the next 30 days. Maybe this could be something which can be so effective that when you sit in exam, you find that these 30 days, how you have utilized these 30 days, made a difference. That's it from my side for this particular video. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, have a great day. All the best for your preparation and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.